Today we're going to be removing the 636V off of the DK Sporty, and we're going to be replacing it with several variations of the 828, the Outlaw 828. Using a K&N filter. There's the machine cut cover, polished into a mirror-like finish, and then the Wrinkle black cover, and then the stock ham can cover. Here we go with the installation of the 828 Outlaw air cleaner system on the DK Sporty. I'm going to be using the same Stealth external breather system on here for now, and just going to replace the 636 with the different air cleaners, see which one I like the look of the best, and do some testing with that. So let's look at what comes with the 828. 6061 billet aluminum backplate, nice rounded, flat. Comes with 4 standoffs, 4 of these that screw in here. We're going to do that. It also comes with a gasket to replace this. I don't know what that mess is there. I'm going to clean it up. But I'm going to go ahead and just use the gasket that's already on there. There's no reason to put a new gasket on there. And it comes with all the hardware necessary for bolting this up to the throttle body. There's the gasket I'm not going to use right now. I'll use it later. The DK Custom logo goes on the bottom. There's 3 bolt holes. This is a extra vent hole that's on the Sporties right there. This goes on right like that. So we're going to use medium blue thread locker on the 3 fasteners that hold the back plate onto the throttle body or air cleaner. Medium blue thread locker. Very important to do. And these get tightened down to 40 to 60 inch-pounds. Not foot-pounds, inch-pounds. After you tighten them down, now this is an older gasket, but new gaskets have a fair amount of squish in them. So you want to tighten them down and then give them a couple minutes. Check the torque again, tighten them down again, and then do it a 3rd time just to make sure that you have it completely, that gasket completely compressed. And you want to go to 40 to 60 inch-pounds. I've done this thousands of times. I'm not going to use a torque wrench, I'm sorry. I recommend that you do use a torque wrench. Unlike what I'm going to show here, I've done this enough times that I know how tight is tight enough and how tight is too tight. I've never broken or stripped the threads, but I've watched other people do it. No names. The next thing that we're going to be doing is putting these 4 standoffs in each of these 4 holes, because that's what mounts the filter. Snug these down to 20 to 30 inch-pounds. They have thread locker on them. And these exist just to hold the air filter element against. Push that on and you can see the threaded holes. And because this is a rubber, this is metal, this is rubber, and of course the pleated has some flex in it. So as you get the screws in there, you're going to have to move them around a little to get it all lined up. Now, there are 4 of the longer fasteners, 4 of the shorter fasteners. If you are going to be mounting your factory hand can, use the shorter fastener along with a washer. So you have the fastener and the washer, that goes right there. Do you have to use the washer? No, we include the washer because it just gives a little bit of extra seal right there. You want to put thread locker on these. Since I'm assembling this and I am not going to be leaving it with the factory ham cam, I'm not putting thread locker on them because I'm going to take it right back out and use the longer fasteners to go with the other covers. That is why I'm not using thread locker. So I have one started. I'm going to start this other one right here. And then do this one. And then do the last one and go tighten them down 20 to 30 inch-pounds. You get 20 to 30 inch-pounds. They need to use blue medium thread locker. You did not see me use that because I am not going to even be starting the bike up. I am simply putting this on with the factory ham can to take photos, and then I'm going to take it back off and put the different covers on, and I haven't decided if I'm going to run the polished or the black, wrinkle black. So 20 to 30 inch-pounds. Now you can run this 828 naked, just like this. Go ahead and use the bolts off of the ham cam. These bolts that are fit right into this channel here, and put them in here because you don't want air going in these holes. So you can run it naked. That's another look. I know most people won't like that look, but that is definitely a look that some people like to run, just completely naked. You can make your own cover for it if you want. That's a look at the Outlaw 828 air cleaner, the Stealth external breather system, no cover at all. So let's go ahead and pull those 2 fasteners out and put the factory ham can on there. Most people won't even know that it's not completely factory, but in fact it's an air cleaner that can handle a stage 4 upgrade. It'll optimally flow enough air for up to 125 horse build. this lined up. There we go. This thing still has a sticker on it up top here. So now we have a factory look. Of course, it doesn't have the plastic back there, and it's open on the bottom. And I mean, that's a factory look, but underneath of it, it's a sleeper mod, because most people won't even be able to tell that there's not a stage 1, obviously can be used for a stage 1, but will handle up to a stage 4 build. So that gives an idea of what the 828, how easy it bolts up. You saw how big the filter element is and how smoothly the air is going to flow after it gets past the filter element. So now we're going to pull this cover off. And we will save this cover for some point in the future. My taste might change, or we might need it for other pictures. So that's that. But we're going to put some of the billet 6061 billet covers on here. I really like the polished one, but I think that Wrinkle black, I just really like how that looks, the texture of that Wrinkle. So I think I'm going to end up running that. So I'll put that on last, because I think that's probably what I'll end up running. So let's take a quick look-see here. This is what comes with the kit, and this is smooth. This surface is smooth, but the machine, as it's facing the billet, has to leave some lines, and we just went ahead and put this spiral in there. But about 30 minutes of polishing with a mild abrasive, and then following up with a chrome cleaner. Now this has some fingerprints on it, but you can see it's like a mirror finish. So it is not chrome, but it's very chrome-like. And this is billet aluminum. I'm not even going to bother bolting this up. If I got this, I'd polish it to look like this. This took about 30 minutes. Now there are some other alternatives. This cover was spray painted black and then engraved. Proud to be an American. So this, of course, we got all kind of been having this sit all over the place, but this was just, it wasn't polished anything. It was spray painted, just spray paint, and then engraved. So you can take this cover, paint it any color you want, or get it powder coated, and then take it to a trophy engraver and have them engrave whatever you want on it. Give them the artwork you want engraved. Now another alternative is laser. This is actually, again, just the machine cut finish cover, spray painted black, and then we just took our logo and used a laser engraver on a low setting and cut away some of the paint. So there's more and more people. Of course, trophy shops are all over the place, but there's more and more places that have laser engravers. You can take and get the billet aluminum, the machine cut finish, paint it whatever color you want, take whatever artwork or sketches you want to either an engraver or a laser engraver, and have them put whatever design you want on there. So that to that. But I want to see what this polished one looks like on here. So again, I'm not going to use thread locker. I am using the longer fasteners. I'm not using thread locker because I am not going to leave this cover on here. I am 99% sure that I'm going to prefer running the black. Alrighty, and let's clean this thing up. So, yeah, that's a good look. That looks really good. But I'm going to like the black better. So off comes this one, and on goes the Wrinkle black. I'm really impressed with how this texture turned out. Every angle you look at it, it has a different look. I think it's going to go well with the color scheme on this bike. I'm going to put the Wrinkle on here because I'm planning to leave the Wrinkle black on here. I am going to use thread locker, and I'm going to tighten the 4 fasteners down in a cross pattern, and I'm going to make sure I get them to 20 to 30 inch-pounds. Yeah, I like that. I really like that. I thought about using some black fasteners in there, but I think that those stainless fasteners break up the black a little bit. I think it looks good. So we've looked at 4 different looks today. That's how easy it is to install the 828. Already had an external breather system on it, but there's so many different ones of those. You just choose which one you like. It fits with all of them. Hey, if you got this far in the video, you've watched the whole thing or skipped through it, we appreciate you watching. If you liked it or found it useful, please hit the thumbs up button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel already, please consider doing so. We'd really appreciate it. And you can hit the notification bell so every time we come out with a new video, you'll get notified of it. Also, if you have friends who have a Sportster, please share this video with them. If the 828 is not really your style, if you don't really like the look of it, we have quite a few other Outlaw air cleaner systems. The link to those are in the description below. We also have air cleaners for touring models, Dynas, Softails, Twin Cams, and Milwaukee 8s. We appreciate you watching. Hope you have fun riding and be safe out there.